is the Injury Report.
Today's Injury Report is brought to you, as always, by Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. The Reds continue to have 5 players on the injured list, including Matt McClain and Christian Encarnacion Strand, who are the only 2 position players on the IL. This is the Cincinnati Reds pregame show on the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
Come cheer on your Reds in the quest for the Ohio Cup. The 2-game series against the Cleveland Guardians begins Tuesday, June 11th, presented by Kroger Zero Hunger, Zero Waste. Fans can save big on concessions with a 3-2-1 Tuesday, presented by Budweiser and Bud Light. Come back Wednesday when fans in attendance can take home the first official Reds bobblehead of the fastest man alive, Ellie De La Cruz, thanks to St. Elizabeth Healthcare while supplies last. Go to reds.com/tickets.
Ever wish your business had more fuel power? You know, a little something that just might help boost productivity. Well, United Concordia Dental delivers the fuel you need. Yep, it's dental insurance. Quality coverage that helps keep your employees' mouths and bodies healthy. Just think, fewer sick days, less sick pay. Up, beaming CFO. Ding! Learn how United Concordia can power your business. Visit fueledbyucd.com for important disclosures.
Hofbrauhaus Newport Brewery and Restaurant is the place to go for Reds fans. Hofbrauhaus Newport has been serving up great beer, delicious food, and fun times to Reds fans for over 20 years. Enjoying live music in our beer hall or sitting in our fabulous beer garden. Everyone loves it at our house.
Hey Reds fans, with baseball season in full swing, this is your reminder that Win Supply is your winning team for all your construction needs. Contractors, builders, designers, we're talking to you. Need top quality supplies for your next plumbing, HVAC, or electrical project? Win Supply's got you covered. With more than 650 locations nationwide and 15 right here in the Cincinnati area, Win Supply is where the pros go for expert advice and a massive selection from top brands like American Standard.
Cincinnati Reds pregame show rolls on now as we get you ready for the Reds and Cubs. I'm Dave Armbruster. It's Saturday, and that means it's time to find out all about the great things happening at the Reds Community Fund. And for that, we turn it over to the Executive Director of the RCF, Charlie Frank.
This is the Reds Community Fund Spotlight.
This week, we're joined once again by one of the outstanding partners and contributors to the Reds Community Fund, but also to Cincinnati Public Schools, Cincinnati Recreation, and many other areas throughout the region. Eric Schmidt from Playground Equipment Services. Eric, today we are standing in the Bond Hill community watching your crew, yourself included, get started on a ball field that's going to look a lot different here in a few months, part of our community makeover this year. Talk about this project.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We had some success in the past with the other projects that we've worked together on. I always appreciate the opportunity to collaborate with the Reds Community Fund and the Reds, working with CPS, and to be able to make a really shining bright spot in Bond Hill that's attractive and an upgrade to the entire community. It's just something we're really looking forward to doing. So it's going to be a full field upgrade with 67-foot, 70-foot base pass, new home run fence, new foul poles, new dugouts, the whole nine. This is really a special project that's going to really sharpen up this community.
We're excited, too, because it's literally just down the road from the Reds Youth Academy. When we have activities and tournaments, a lot of our age groups looking for additional places to play. This isn't going to be just an additional place to play. This is going to be an urban jewel.
Agreed, yeah. And to have a place like this, and with the CRC facility, with everything around it, the swimming pool, the soccer pitch, the tennis courts, the playground, it's just a great spot for the community to all come together, be able to get a ball game in. It's just a really neat project to be a part of.
You're helping us, too. We're about to walk over to Bond Hill Academy, the Cincinnati Public K-6 school. They've got a playground area. We're going to be trying to do some remarkable things there in a limited space by the time this project wraps up in early August.
Yeah, that's another one I'm excited about, too, because you get to use your little imagination a little bit, get excited, get to be a kid again. And, what we're able to do with that footprint is going to be transformative for that age group and that developmental appropriateness for.
And here's another one I believe went off the scoreboard. If you miss in the middle of the plate with Max Muncy, he's good. Look at that level swing right there. And he's a hitter. But what I love, watch him drop. What he does is he moves his hands and he loads into the back leg. Here you see the knob facing the catcher, which I really love because that's the power position for any power hitter.
And here is Giancarlo.
Fly ball, deep left field. There it goes. See ya. His 400th career home run, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
A Stantonian home run, a bullet that actually went over the bullpen and into the bleachers.
Curtain call for Giancarlo Stanton.
A milestone blast that looks like it traveled about a mile.
Total strength, hitting the ball solid, and just being strong enough to hit a line drive 400 plus.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field, and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Enjoy one of their classic burgers, fries, or delicious milkshakes. 50 West is perfect for post-game celebrations or a family day out. So why wait? Visit today.
Planning the ultimate July 4th party? Don't forget the fireworks. Rozzy's Famous Fireworks has the Tri-State's best selection and lowest prices. Don't spend another 4th looking at everyone else's fireworks. Visit RozzyFireworks.com for details. Rozzy's Famous Fireworks reminds you to always celebrate safely.
The Reds are on the radio.
It's time for the manager's comments. Brought to you by Cleveland Cliffs. The Reds are proud to partner with Cliffs and their dedicated team members as they champion a new definition of what it means to be a steel company. Cliffs makes it happen. To learn more, visit cliffsteel.com. This is the Cincinnati Reds Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Reds pregame show. Time for a daily chat with Reds manager David Bell. David, we've talked about Ellie's defense at times before. He made that tremendous play in the hole at short the other day on the road in Colorado. But yesterday, he goes out, catches a pop-up in shallow left center field. And it seems like he does this with regularity. The way he tracks pop-ups into the outfield, it's like an outfielder tracking a fly ball. That doesn't seem to be how infielders normally track pop-ups.
He has great instincts, and you're right. You know, as an infielder, you're so geared on.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh goodness! That ball had a family. In Game 2, his first home run, a 2-run bomb.
Yep.
It's time for Play Ball Categories. Let's spin the wheel and see what we land on. Wins. Can you name every active manager with at least 1,000 wins? Get those minds working. Do you have your answers ready? All right, let's see. Bruce Bochy, Bob Melvin, and Bud Black all have 1,000 managerial wins.
Family owned and operated, R&L Carriers prides itself on quality customer service. With a nationwide network of service centers, our team works for you and your business, guiding freight across the U.S. and Canada. Speak with a representative to learn more about the company's guaranteed expedited and liftgate services. Our experts will take the time to create a custom shipping solution to fit your individual needs. Connect with us at rlc.com. One call, one carrier. R&L Carriers.
Hey Reds fans, United Dairy Farmers is offering limited edition Cincinnati Reds Collector's Cups this summer. Collect all 6 and fill it with your favorite fountain soft drinks, frozen beverage, malt, shake, float, or freeze at no additional charge. While supplies last, head to UDF today.
My name is Toph, Cincinnati resident and specialist in resolving massive IRS problems. If you need immediate tax relief, stop procrastinating and call me now at 513-513-TOPH, 513-513-TOPH. Don't live in fear. Toph is here.
700 WLW.
Welcome back to our pregame chat with Reds manager David Bell. David, over this recent run, part of this team's success has been the ability to score runs with 2 outs. What's the key to that?
Yeah, I don't know that you can really put your finger on exactly why that happens. I do believe that every good team I've been a part of has had the ability to do that. I think a lot of it just has to do with playing every pitch and putting the importance on every pitch, it never being over, and a bat never being over, an inning never being over, a game never being over, out of reach until that last pitch is thrown. And so I think within an inning, the same holds true. And that's it, really. I mean, I think the confidence of knowing it's never over and believing in our ability to score runs is going to lead to scoring runs with any number of outs in any part of the game.
The Reds go for their 7th straight win coming up shortly. That's Reds manager David Bell. It has more of the pregame show next on the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
Marty Brenneman here. You know, with baseball season comes grilling season, and nothing is better than Montgomery Inn Barbecue. In fact, did you know that you can get all your Montgomery Inn favorites at your local grocery store? Complete your grocery list with Montgomery Inn's sweet and tangy barbecue sauce, world-famous ribs, pulled chicken, and pulled pork. Doesn't get much better than that. Find all your Montgomery Inn favorites at Kroger or your local grocery store.
Tastes of Summer presented by Civista Bank Saturday, June 15th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Enjoy our Dora District Food Truck Rally, live music starting at noon, free carnival rides and kids activities, farmers market, and the Lawrenceburg Hill 5K. Think Lawrenceburg.com for details.
The Reds use document destruction, and you should too. Switch your shred service to the Hometown Shredder and get your first 6 months for free. Call 513-772-1114. Document destruction, the Hometown Shredder. 513-772-1114.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
Listen, I've been following you for a while, man. Bottom line is you get your A swing off and generate a lot of pop.
I just want to go
I'm getting
barrel.
this A to B.
Oh, man. Straight to the ball, barrel. Hitting the ball is the hardest thing to do. I'm a person from 0-0. I'm looking for spin. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look for spin, but I'm going to time up a fastball. 0-0, if you spin it, I'm swinging. Like, if you spin it in the middle, I'm going to destroy it.
Story of strength, courage, and fight against cancer combines the message behind Goals Advance
everything he needs to bring joy to watching him play sports and loves keeping up with our Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball and the Brewers will continue our efforts in raising awareness and funds for research toward the fight against breast cancer.
See Raffy launching one right here.
He'll be trying, you know that.
When there's a drive, high and deep, center field, back goes Bader, looking up, goodbye.
Out there on top of the monuments. Raffy with number 28, and another 3-hit game. Look out. He's got the swing back in fine working order.
Absolute bomb to dead center. We've seen him go the other way here in game 1.
Just saying hello to Mickey Mantle.
Take many other favorites. It's all taking place at the life-size Noah's Ark. Concerts are included free with daily admission. Enjoy 40 days and nights of the best in Christian music only at the Ark Encounter. Plan your visit, arkencounter.com.
Welcome to the plus side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party. With AAA Plus, tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further. Become a member today and experience peace of mind on the plus side. AAA is a proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Cleveland Cliffs American-made steel touches every part of our lives, from the cars we drive to the transformers powering our homes. Their steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to their innovation and leading-edge technology. They're setting a new standard for what it means to be a steel company by producing the highest quality product and championing the best practices for their industry, for the environment, and for their people. Cliffs is America's iron and steel leader. To learn more, visit cliffsteel.com.
Let's play ball with our official. Their pretzel pieces are a home run of flavor. Next, we've got Snack Factory Pretzel Crisps. Now, talk about a utility player. These tasty snacks are a hit whether you're dipping them or eating them straight from the bag. So, it's safe to say your crowd will go wild when you put...
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
Johnson's at second, and Junior Valentine is the third base umpire. Pleased as always to be joined by the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley. I'm Tommy Thaw. Great to be with you here this afternoon as the Reds and Cubs do battle in Game 3 of 4. And Cowboy Andrew Abbott threw the ball really well his last time out in Colorado. It's got to feel like the training wheels are off today a little bit, or maybe they're on, because that's tough to have that kind of success in Colorado.
Yeah, I thought he threw the ball awfully well, and when you were watching Andrew in Colorado, you would have never known that he was pitching in a light air ballpark where the ball carries a whole lot. He just continued to make pitches. He threw all of his pitches You never heard him talk about, even post-game or pre-game, about the breaking ball not coming out good. He just does what he has to do. And you look at his numbers this year, 3 earned runs or less in 10 of his 12 starts. And, I mean, this is a kid that's really just kind of breaking the ice at the big league level, but yet he pitches like a veteran.
It really does. And this is kind of one of those times where the Reds have had a good stretch. But you've got a chance to kind of deliver a knockout punch to one of your division rivals over the next couple of days. I think that makes this a pretty big start for Andrew Abbott and the Reds. We'll see how it goes today. Reds and Cubs, hope you enjoy it. Let's play. First pitch presented by Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together. Leading things off is Patrick Wisdom. Wisdom hitting at a 215 clip as Abbott kicks into his windup and turns it loose. First pitch is off the plate outside. The count is 1-0. Our TempStar game time temperature today is 79 degrees at 4:11 first pitch. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Wisdom. And he swings and skies a pop-up over by the Reds dugout. Tyler Stevenson off with the mask, keeping an eye on it, watching it fall into the seats of the Diamond Club. Right next to the Reds dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wisdom. Get complete home comfort with the TempStar heating and cooling system. Find your local TempStar dealer at tempstar.com. TempStar, quality you can feel. Patrick Wisdom hitting in the leadoff spot last night for the Cubs and was 0 for 4, was hit by a pitch. Wisdom swings through a fastball from Abbott over the outside corner here. 1 ball and 2 strikes very quickly on Patrick Wisdom. Now the 1-2 pitch. And Wisdom takes just a little bit high. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Abbott back into his windup, and he delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with the breaking ball down and in. Got a shades of that Nick Lodolo breaking ball there.
That was more of a slider-type breaking ball. Short, quick, right up under the hands of the big swing of Patrick Wisdom.
1 down for Christopher Morel. Line and the first pitch to Morel is cut on and missed for strike 1. Cubs have dropped the first 2 games of this series. They've now lost 16 of their last 23 ball games. The pitch. Wisdom takes a fastball too high, and the count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, this is Abbott's first start against the Cubs this year. He did not make a start in Chicago less than a week ago.
Now the 1-1, and Abbott misses off the outside corner. Kind of a mixed bag against the Cubs last year. The start he had when he faced him the last time, much better than the start he had against him in July. Now the 2-1. And it's weakly rolled on the ground foul, third base side. He allowed just 1 run over 6 1/3 against the Cubs here at Great American Ballpark in early September of last year. And that's when he wasn't pitching quite as well either. The pitch. Low and inside. Breaking ball that missed. The count is full, 3-2. A little more fatigued at that point. The Cubs had some success against him when he faced him in July at Wrigley, right at the end of July. Didn't make it out of the 4th inning in that game. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fastball enter third, and Christopher Morel swings right through it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Andrew Abbott to start the game.
Well, we talk so much when we see a team face Abbott for the first time. I think hitters have a difficult time picking the ball up out of the hand of Abbott the first time through the lineup.
Cody Bellinger swings the first pitch, and he hits a 1-hop liner through the right side of the infield. That'll get into center for a base hit.
He hit that ball right off the end of the bat. Had some funky spin to it as it trickled through the infield.
So Bellinger's on with 2 outs, and now Dansby Swanson. Swanson hitting only .209, 6 homers, 17 RBIs. Swanson provided One of only 2 Cub runs last night, a solo blast in the 6th. There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball, throw to second, and Bellinger's in there safely with a stolen base.
Bellinger got that jump on Abbott. Andrew just kind of came to the set and came to the plate, and Bellinger was looking to steal right away. Really not a big chance for Stevenson to even throw at all there.
For Bellinger, it's his 3rd stolen base of the year. 1-0, the count on Swanson. Abbott sets ready from the bell to peek back to second base, and now to the plate to Swanson. Breaking ball is in there for a called strike at the knees. 1-1 on the right-handed hitting Swanson. Cubs have struggled big time with runners in scoring position, especially over this stretch where they have piled up the losses. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball's ripped to left field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Well, they'll get a run home here with a runner in scoring position. Bellinger will score easily as Benson gathers it at the base of the wall, and Dansby Swanson checks in at second base with an RBI double, 1-0 Chicago.
Reds came in with a fastball, and that one stayed on the plate a little too much. And Swanson, a good piece of hitting there.
And now Ian Happ. Hitting almost 290 against the Reds for his career. 30 career home runs against Cincinnati. The pitch misses high and outside, a fastball. Of course, the UC product. Had a nice career with the Bearcats across town. And seems to enjoy every homecoming that he has back here to Cincinnati or just playing against the Reds. The 1-0 pitch. And Happ takes up and away.
Well, don't tell anybody, but he's 0 for 8 so far in this series.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Just don't tell anybody.
Okay. Keep it to ourselves. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Happ. And that's a strike call to the inside corner of the changeup. You know, he's only 2 for 17 against the Reds this year. But one of those hits, of course, was a homer. 2-1 to Happ. And the fastball misses upstairs. 3 balls and a strike on Ian Happ. Runner at second, 2 outs, a run in. Swanson off the bag at second as Abbott comes set. Now to the plate to Happ. The 3-1 pitch is just off the outside corner. That's ball 4. So he struck out the first 2 batters he faced here in the first inning. And now single, double walk. Cubs have scored a run, and Derek Johnson, the Reds pitching coach, will go out and pay Andrew Abbott a visit. Western and Southern Financial Group wants to strike out cancer. Every time a Reds pitcher strikes out a batter, Western and Southern will make a donation to the UC Barrett Cancer Center. When it comes to fighting cancer, we're all in this together. 2 on, 2 out. Mike Tauchman coming to the plate. Cubs out to an early 1-run advantage.
Seems like when we have seen Abbott struggle, it has been in the first inning, just trying to get, whether it's the butterflies or the adrenaline or the anxious, whatever it is, or just trying to find your release point. It's always been in that first inning. Once he gets past this inning, normally, and I think Nick Lodolo could be categorized in that same position. Those 2 left-handers, when they get through the first inning, they seem to settle down quickly.
They'll go to work now against the left-handed hitting Mike Tauchman. And the first pitch to Tauchman is just a little bit low on the outside corner. It's kind of one of those things. If you can limit the first inning damage, then everything works out after that. Abbott's one of those pitchers that just seems to get better the longer he goes into the game. Pitch is cut on and missed. The count is even now, 1-1 on Tauchman. But to your point, the first inning by far his worst inning.
First inning, 6.75 ERA for Andrew Abbott.
Here's the 1-1. And the pitch misses a little bit low and outside. A 2-ball, 1-strike count.
But as you've heard me say often, the guys that are awfully good pitchers, if you're going to get them, you better get them in the first inning.
The 2-1. And it's just a little bit high. Fastball missed upstairs. So it's 3-1 now on Mike Tauchman. Runners at first and second base, 2 outs. Abbott from the belt. Now to the plate, the 3-1 pitch to Tauchman. And he swings and lifts it high into the air, short left. Out is De La Cruz. Benson's in. It'll be the left fielder, Will Benson, to make the catch in shallow left. So Abbott does escape the first inning with just the 1 run allowed. Cubs will strand 2, and we go to the bottom of the first.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Aaron Judge in this sea of Yankee fans?
That one is drill.
A Judgian blast.
That is absolutely crushed.
Judge has done it again. Santa Maria.
And it is going to be caught by Judge. How about that?
So much fun to watch.
And there he is.
Libera tu espíritu ganador. Apuestas deportivas y cientos de juegos de casino. Disfruta de pagos en minutos, una plataforma segura y atención personalizada en todo momento. Pronostica, diviértete y lleva tu pasión al siguiente nivel. Betcris.
Field Park.
Transform your business with Encore Technologies. Explore top-tier IT solutions in networking, cloud, and data management. Visit Encore.tech. That's Encore.tech to lead with innovation.
Catch extra innings after the game on 700 WLW.
Reds will come to bat, down a run here in the bottom of the first inning, and the right-hander Ben Brown ready to go to work. He kicks and fires. The first pitch to T.J. Friedel, and it's a strike called on the outside corner, 0-1. Well, the Reds had more success against Ben Brown than anybody else has had in any of his starts. When he faced the Reds at Wrigley, the pitch is in the dirt inside. The count is 1-1. How do the Reds replicate that success on this day?
I think you try to get to Brown early in the ball game. It seemed like once he settled down, he seemed to throw the ball better.
Now the 1-1. And Friedel takes just a little bit low on the outside corner.
He's throwing 95 to 97 with a fastball that's got some late life to it. And that breaking ball he throws is some kind of wicked.
2-1 pitch. Friedel hits it back up the middle over the glove of the pitcher. The shortstop has it quickly to first in time, and nice job by Dansby Swanson.
Well, there were a lot of things that could have gone wrong on that play, and Dansby Swanson didn't let any of them happen.
Just for a moment, had little trouble getting it out of his glove. He was shading up the middle, but he got to it on the second base side of the bag, and it may have barely ticked off the pitcher's glove. And a lot of times that can redirect that ball out of the reach of the fielder that's going after it. And now Elly De La Cruz will come to the plate. So De La Cruz is up there. Brown ready to go to work here against Elly. First pitch to him. Misses high and outside for ball 1. Elly was hitless in the ballgame last night, but walked and scored a run. Also stole second. It was just his second stolen base in his last 14 games. De La Cruz takes a fastball over the inside corner for a called strike. 1-1 now on Elly. Brown into his windup, home of the 1-1 pitch. And De La Cruz watches a strike. 1-2 the count on De La Cruz. Brown back into his windup. His 1-2 pitch in the dirt inside to De La Cruz. Ellie was actually picked off on that stolen base at first base, but he broke on first move against the left-hander. The throw went to first. And then Ellie never broke stride, breaking towards second base and got in there ahead of a low throw and a late tag. The 2-2. De La Cruz pops this one in the air. Left side of the infield. Patrick Wisdom will go to a step into the outfield grass to make the catch. That's the second out here in the first inning. When it's time to restock for game day at Kroger, you can shop online and get the same low prices and quality you'd find in store. Kroger, official grocery partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Now Jeimer Candelario stands in with nobody on and 2 away. Here's the pitch to Candelario, and he takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1, 1-0. He's hit safely in 7 straight. The 1-0. And Candelario watches a breaking ball catch the inside corner for a called strike. 1-1. Switch hitter up there left-handed against the right-handed throwing Ben Brown. 1-2. 3.33 ERA for this Cub right-hander. The pitch is way low and inside.
Well, most starters have a difficult time if they're a 2-pitch pitcher. Sooner or later, the league has a tendency to figure them out. But thus far, through 35 innings and now 7, this will be his 8th start for Ben Brown. He's got a 2.83. Well, it's climbing.
Well, that one's hammered to right field off the bat of Candelario, and it is gone.
I should say he had a 2.83 ERA.
That's a solo home run for Jeimer Candelario. He loudly extends his hit streak to 8 games with his 9th home run of the year, and we are tied at 1.
It was the knuckle curve that Candelario hit out, and that one just kind of coasted over the middle inside part of the plate.
Now Spencer Steer looking for his first hit in the series. He swings the first pitch. He lifts one high in the air to straightaway center, but Cody Bellinger will back up shy of the track and straightaway center to make the catch, and the inning is over. But Jeimer Candelario ties it up. We're even at 1 after Candelario's home run with 2 outs here in the first. We go to the second. 1-1.
Brings up Bobby Witt Jr., who's 2 for 2 with a single and a triple today. Fastball hit high in the air, deep straightaway center. Martin races back at the track, at the fence. It's out of here! Bobby Witt Jr.'s first home run of the season. The Royals' barrage continues. 434 feet, 109 miles an hour off the bat. A no-doubt blast for Bobby Witt Jr. A double shy of hitting for the cycle.
A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home. How good is it that they can enjoy
WLW.
Cubs will come to bat here in the second inning. With this game tied at 1. Andrew Abbott will go back to work. He will face the bottom third of the Cubs order here in the second inning. David Bodie, Michael Busch, and Yan Gomes. Abbott's into his windup. His first pitch on the way to David Bodie, and it misses high and outside for a ball. And the count is 1-0. Bodie in 4 games since rejoining the Cubs at the big league level is 0 for 8. He has struck out 4 times so far. Here's the 1-0. And Bodie takes down too low. Of course, he might end up finding a little more playing time. Nico Horner's going to be out. They're not sure how long yet. He's day-to-day right now, but they found out today that he does have a broken bone in his hand. A swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch. They don't think he's going to require an IL stint. 2-1 pitch to Bodie. Swing and a miss. Now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes.
What do the Cubs have? Some magic bone healing?
Yeah, they got a
powers
glue
over there.
Mm-hmm. They've got a proprietary glue.
Hand glue.
Mm-hmm. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bodie, the pitch. And this is fouled back. Horner got hit in the hand during the White Sox series, and they think that once the pain and the swelling subsides that he could probably play through it as long as he can manage whatever pain goes along with it. The pitch. This ball is hit in the air to left. Coming on in a hurry. Benson, he will dive, and he didn't catch it. Benson says that he caught it. Into second base goes Bodie, and he'll end up with a double. I think Benson thought that he caught that ball. But they're going to call it a double for David Bodie.
Hit the ground. He caught it, but he caught it on the short hop. And that's about as good an effort as you can make for a baseball and not come up with it in the air.
He tried to get his fingers under it. And I think, Cowboy, looking at that, I think if that's called a catch, it probably stays a catch. The pitch. Up and in to Michael Busch, because that's how close the fingertips of his glove got to getting under that ball. But for Bodie, his first hit of the year is a leadoff double here in the second inning. 1-0 on Michael Busch. Now the 1-0 pitch is in the dirt outside. A breaking ball there from Abbott. 2 balls and no strikes. Abbott got off to a very quick start in this game, striking out the first 2 batters that he faced. Since, it's been tough sledding. 3 out of the next 4 have reached. Abbott looks to second, now to the plate with a 2-0. And Busch takes a fastball upstairs. It's 3-0. Michael Busch had a good night last night. He was on base 3 out of the 4 times he came to the plate, officially 2 for 3 with a run scored. Had a walk, single, and a double. 3-0 pitch. Busch takes a strike. Taking all the way there, and watch the fastball right down the middle. It's 3-1. When the Reds and Cubs get together, best you buckle your safety belt. Usually they're tight. Usually there's some runs being put up. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and it's in tight. That one hit him. So he's hit with ball 4. And David Bell saying, wait a second, that might have hit the bat. I don't think the Reds are going to challenge. We'll see. It sounded like it might have hit the bat.
It did hit the bat. I think the Reds are going to challenge that.
They will. So the Reds will challenge it.
Initially, I thought it hit the front elbow. And you can always, especially as a hitter pulls that bat back, very similar to what we saw with T.J. Friedel the other day.
The ruling on the field is hit by pitch. Cincinnati is challenging that ruling.
Well,
you may have the graze of the forearm, but that ball definitely hit the bat. Well, I don't even think that's an option at this point.
Well, Michael Busch knows it too, because he went down to first base. The trainer was taking a look at him, and now Michael Busch is making his way back to the plate. He stopped about halfway. But this is one of those where the player will tell you what happened. And right now, Michael Busch is telling the world, I tried to sell it, but it hit the bat.
When a pitch is coming in at 90-plus miles an hour and it hits you in the elbow, forearm, shoulder, hand, fingers, there is an immediate reaction of pain. I don't care. Even if it's a curveball, if that ball hits you in the hand, there's an immediate drop of the bat, a hand shakes, you grab your hand, whatever that may be.
Trainer's still looking at his hand, and you probably feel it a little bit in your hand when the knob is jammed up against the bottom of your hand there, but it's not like the pitch hitting your hand, not even close.
That is more of trying to practice the third act.
So they're still looking at him, but, I mean, it didn't hit him, so he will come back to the plate.
That's just going through the motions.
Runner at second base. The count should be a full count on Michael Busch if and when this call gets overturned. But even Busch has a little bit of a wry grin on his face as he talks it over with the trainer. And as I mentioned, they've come now halfway between home and first base, anticipating that his at-bat will continue.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. It's a foul ball. Batter will return the bat. Cincinnati retains their challenge.
Just as we anticipated.
The trainer and Michael Busch were talking about, if the ball had hit my hand, it probably would have hit right here on my pinky, and then we would have to go through these exercises right here.
3-2 on Busch. He's back to the plate now. Bodie's at second base, nobody out. Abbott has the sign, he's ready. And now the 3-2 pitch. And Busch swings and skies a pop-up. Very short left field. De La Cruz is out. He'll peel off and let Will Benson take it. Benson makes the catch, and that's the first out of the second inning. One away for Yan Gomes. If you're listening today on your car, truck, radio, please remember to buckle your safety belt. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back?
A lot of times, Yan Gomes, especially in the position he's in, 0 for his last 22, he tries to swing early. He doesn't want to get to a strikeout count.
He has struck out in half of those at-bats. The pitch, Gomes takes down low. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-0. It is a 9-game hitless streak now for Yan Gomes, and it's not exactly like he's piling up walks over that stretch either. The pitch, Gomes takes a strike call on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on Gomes. Runner at second, 1 out. Abbott through the signs, readies at the belt. Stares back at second, now to the plate. This one's lined softly up the middle. Jonathan India will move to his right and make the catch. Tries to flip to De La Cruz, but Bodie able to get back to the bag before De La Cruz can get there.
Well, fortunately for the Reds in this situation, they had a runner at second because in normal circumstance, that's a base hit. But India was jockeying back and forth. He was actually on the bag at one point, and it just moved off the bag as Abbott came to the plate.
Patrick Wisdom standing in. Runner still at second with 2 outs as Abbott delivers. And the pitch to Wisdom is a curveball. Count is 1-0. Abbott ready at the belt. Looks back to second. The 1-0 pitch. And the changeup this time misses down. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Wisdom struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. Runner at second, 2 outs, 1-1 tie. We're in the second inning. After a glance at second, the 2-0 pitch. Ripped down the left field line, but pulled into the seats foul. Boy, Wisdom had a good swing on that changeup. Got a lot of the plate. The left-hander hands together at the belt. The look to second, the 2-1. Fouled back. And the count is even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Patrick Wisdom. The Reds and Reds Radio Network want to welcome Reds on Radio affiliate WSLM 1220 AM and 97.9 FM from Salem, Indiana, here for today's game. The 2-2 pitch to Patrick Wisdom. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A fastball down the middle, and Wisdom couldn't catch it. Third strikeout of the game for Andrew Abbott. The Cubs strand the leadoff double at second.
Listen, I've been following you for a while, man. Bottom line is you get your A swing off and generate a lot of pop.
I just want to go
I'm getting this A to B.
Oh, man. Straight to the ball, barrel. Hitting the ball is the hardest thing to do. I'm a person from 0-0. I'm looking for spin. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look for spin, but I'm going to time up a fastball. 0-0, if you spin it, I'm swinging. Like, if you spin it in the middle, I'm going to destroy it.
There it is, 2000, a milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
In stores at CVS or online at Amazon, Target.com, or NewNordicUSA.com.
700 WLW.
Jake Fraley leads off the Reds' second inning. 1-1 our score, and the right-hander Ben Brown fires home to Fraley. Swings and fouls it off to the left side. That is out of play. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch to Fraley. And there's a weak bouncing ball to the second baseman. Up with it is Bodie. He'll flip to first in time for the out. And there's one away. Here's today's trivia question. This series, the topic is 30-30 seasons of the Reds' 3 30-30 players. Which one of them combined for the most home runs and stolen bases during his 30-30 season? Was it A, Eric Davis, B, Barry Larkin, or C, Brandon Phillips?
A.
That would be my guess. Eric Davis. Pitch to Tyler Stevenson. It's a strike right in there, and the count is 0-1. The 0-1. Up too high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ben Brown into his windup, and the 1-1 pitch. Stevenson lays off. Thought about it. Gave it a long look, but watched it dive down too low. Stevenson working on an 8-game hitting streak. The pitch. Oh, he swung at a bad one there. Laid off the previous breaking ball. That one he offered at, which was further outside and in the dirt. So Stevenson will back out of the box, regroup, use his timeout, dig back in with the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brown to the plate, the break-even pitch. On the ground to short. 2 big hops to Dansby Swanson, who comes in to glove and throw. In time, Stevenson's out. 2 down to the second inning for Jacob Hurtubise. During your next trip to the ballpark, enjoy David's sunflower seeds as part of the Kroger meal deal. Start sharing, spitting, and swinging with David Seeds and baseball. All American favorites. Here's the pitch to Jacob Hurtubise. He swings and fouls it straight back. Strike one. Hurtubise in his very young major league career hitting .244. It's a thrill for him to be joined by his minor league and spring training roommate. Now the 0-1 pitch. Down too low.
And caravan partner.
Yeah, Blake Dunn. He said the two became pretty close as teammates for the first time last year. They were roommates in spring training. They were roommates down in Louisville to start the year this year. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. And Hurtubise backs out of the way. The pitch down and in. 2-1 on Jacob Hurtubise. And I'm sure they're both hoping they don't have to go back and be roommates again in Louisville. 2-1. Hurtubise takes weighing off the plate. Fastball inside, 3 balls and a strike. I was doing a Q&A with Hurtubise the other day, and somebody asked him, well, what do you do when all the guys come back and get healthy? He goes, well, you just try to hope for the best and play the best you can. In the meantime, breaking ball's a strike on the inside corner. Full count, 3-2, but guys know the writing on the wall. The best you can do is make it a tough decision for the organization. Hurtubise swings and pops it into the air, left side. Patrick Wisdom near the third base bag waiting on it. He'll make the catch, and the side is retired. The Reds are out in order here in the second inning. We go to the third. Reds and Cubs are still tied at 1 on to Cowboy and the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
There it is, 2000. A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Anticipation to see what... Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
That's
on
right.
getting them right. We have a little game for you. Are you ready? Glover Lau had his first big league hit against Nathan Eovaldi.
Wow.
No.
Oh. Your first knock's Eovaldi?
Off the end of the bats.
That's
Weber.
a nice one, though.
Yeah.
That's a good
What were you thinking right there?
Oh, this is your first That doesn't count.
Have you ever hit 1,000 for a year?
There you go.
For details.
Top of the third here in Cincinnati, the third of a 3-game series. We are tied at 1 apiece, Reds and Cubs. Andrew Abbott on the mound for the Reds. He will get Christopher Morel. First pitch is a breaking ball. It'll miss high and away. 1 ball, no strike count. Abbott on the mound for the Reds. Ben Brown, young right-hander, on the mound for the Cubs. Fastball up and away, a check swing, and Morel cannot check in time. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Morel, Bellinger, Swanson, 2, 3, 4 here in the Cubs order. And a backdoor breaking ball misses outside, and it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Abbott has struggled a bit with his control here in the early part of this one. Swing and a foul back behind home plate. A changeup was right in the heart of the plate, but Christopher Morel a bit out in front. Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Abbott to step back, and here he comes. Fastball just off the inside corner. It looked awfully good, but it was just a tad inside. And now the count will run full here to Christopher Morel. Stevenson sets away. The pitch from Abbott. Fastball, strike 3 called. He got him this time, 1 down. So a strikeout for Andrew Abbott. Abbott has handled the first 2 batters here in the Cubs order, Wisdom and Morel. It's the rest of the fellas that he's got to figure out, and there is strike 1. A breaking ball. Actually, that's a fastball over the inside corner for strike 1 to Bellinger. And now home plate umpire Ramon DeJesus and the Cubs dugout having a bit of words. No ball, 1 strike count to Bellinger. Abbott rocks and turns it loose. Strike 2 right over the outside corner, a changeup. And Abbott quickly ahead of Bellinger at a no ball, 2 strike count. Here he is with the 0-2. Fouled to the left side. A fastball down and away. And Bellinger with rather an emergency swing to foul that one off. Bellinger singled, stole a base, and scored, all with 2 outs back in the first inning. The pitch. And there's a line drive back up the middle, and Bellinger is aboard for the second time. His 2 hits almost identical in the placement right back up the box. So here's Dansby Swanson. Swanson drove home Bellinger with 2 outs back in that first inning with a double down the left field line. Bellinger was running early his first time aboard. Close look by Abbott. Breaking ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-0 count. Swanson moved up to the number 4 spot in the order here in this afternoon's ball game. He'd been hitting 6th and 7th in the Cubs order. The pitch from Abbott. Up and away with a fastball, 2-0. Abbott has missed the majority of the time. When he has missed out of the zone, it has been up and away to the arm side, up and away to the right-handed hitters. Here's a 2-0. Nope, he'll pick to first. That will send Bellinger back to the bag. Cubs have 4 hits. The Reds have 1. That 1 hit was a 2-out home run in the first by Jeimer Candelario. The pitch. And that is going to miss down and in, and it is a 3-ball, no strike count. And the pitches beginning to pile up rather quickly on Andrew Abbott. This will be pitch number 59 of the afternoon. The 3-0. And that is outside ball 4. So runners at first and second base. Unless by some miracle Andrew Abbott is able to find it rather quickly, the Reds are going to have to go to the bullpen early here on this afternoon. Of course, the Reds bullpen has been throwing the ball awfully well over the last 19-20 ball games, a 2.17 ERA. Abbott to the plate. Breaking ball spins way up and out of the strike zone. I believe we're about to get some action in the Reds bullpen. 1 ball, no strike count. Runners at first and second. 1 out in the inning, and the bullpen begins to scramble. The pitch. Lifted into right center field. The run to the track. Friedel, he's going to make the catch. And back to second base is Bellinger. 2 down. Bellinger had gone about halfway. And not a whole lot that Dansby Swanson could do over at first base. He is the victim of circumstance, and that circumstance is wholly surrounded by the actions of Bellinger at second. So a fly out from Ian Happ, and that'll bring Mike Tuchman to the plate with 2 down. The pitch. Fastball, strike one, right over the inside corner. Tuchman flied to left in his first at bat. Bats with the runners at first and second and 2 down here. Lifts this one off to the left side, out of play, just over the top of the third base dugout. So Abbott in a commanding count. He is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. No balls and 2 strikes to Tuchman. Andrew Abbott to the dish. Fouled again to the left side. Out of play. A fastball right at the top of the strike zone. No ball, 2 strike count. Again, Abbott comes calling. And a line drive right to India at second base for the final out here in the third. It has been a lot of work for Abbott so far, but he's only allowed the 1 run to the.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
Listen, I've been following you for a while, man. Bottom line is you get your A swing off and generate a lot of pop.
I just want to go.
I'm getting
barrel.
this A to B.
Oh, man. Straight to the ball, barrel. Hitting the ball is the hardest thing to do. I'm a person from 0-0. I'm looking for spin. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna look for spin, but I'm gonna time up a fastball. 0-0. If you spin it, I'm swinging. Like if you spin it in the middle, I'm going to destroy it.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
With Encore Technologies. Explore top-tier IT solutions in networking, cloud, and data management. Visit Encore.tech to lead with innovation. Encore Technologies is a proud sponsor of the Cincinnati Reds.
Ken Bruce sinks his teeth into our local sports teams like they were a chicken chalupa. Tomorrow morning at 9 on 700 WLW.
Jonathan India will take strike 1 as he leads things off for the Reds here in the bottom of 3. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes here to India. It is India, Benson, and Friedel, 8, 9, and 1 here in the Reds order. And so far, except for 1 pitch, Ben Brown has been awfully good. He hung a breaking ball to Candelario, and Candelario hit it in the seats. That's the lone hit for the Reds. It's also responsible for the lone run. 1-1 ball game. Breaking ball way outside. 2-ball, 2-strike count. India sets at the plate. The pitch just off the outside corner, and I mean barely. 97 from the right-hander Ben Brown. 3-2 pitch coming. Ball 4. India will draw a base on balls, and the Reds, for the first time this afternoon, have their leadoff hitter aboard for Will Benson. Today's Toyota Tundra Home Run Challenge contestant, that is Benjamin Bailey from Loveland, Ohio. And if a home run hit by a Reds player during this afternoon's game hits the Toyota hit and win sign, it's located out in right center field. Well, Benjamin, you win a brand new built in the USA 2024 Tundra, all courtesy of your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers. Benjamin Bailey from Loveland, Ohio. Good luck. First pitch to Will Benson is a strike called over the outside corner. A fastball away from the Reds left fielder. Benson readies at the plate. Indy off the bag at first. The pitch. And a fastball down and away. Well, that is as far up and as far down as you could spread out two pitches. The first pitch looked like it was above the zone. That pitch looked like it was below the zone. But Benson is in an 0-2 hole. Brown to the plate, fouled to the left side, out of play, and that baby was right down Broadway.
Those are pitches you hate to miss as a hitter.
Oh, especially after the first two were called the way that they were. Back with another 0-2. High breaking ball. That's going to miss up and out of the zone. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
There's a couple people here today.
Corner to corner. 1-ball, 2-strike count. Pick to first base. India diving back in headlong to the bag. Benson trying to make it 2 in a row here if he can get aboard. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Quick throw back to first. Not in time. That is strike 3 on Benson. 1 down. Here's T.J. Friedel. Friedel will be the first Reds batter to hit for the second time against the youngster Ben Brown. 24-year-old right-hander for the Cubs. It's pitched out of the pen, pitched in the rotation. The pitch, up and away with a fastball. 1-ball, no strike count.
I'll see if the Reds can have a little more success now this second time through.
Well, you have to have at least a little bit better idea about what Brown is presenting today if you've already hit against him once. Pop foul back behind home plate. Fastball at 96. Top of the zone, but center cut. 1-1 now to Friedel.
Flashing back to the start that Brown had against the Reds at Wrigley. Second time that Friedel came to the plate against him, took him deep into the right field bleachers.
Well, that would give the Reds the lead. Oh, did you call it, big boy Tommy Thrall? That is out of here. DJ Friedel with a 2-run home run into the sun deck in right field. Second time's a charm, my partner. Oh, my goodness. 3-1 Reds.
You got to love it when that works out.
Oh, you love it when a plan comes together.
That was a high, majestic drive that got out of here way back into the right field seats. He knew it, too.
A little high hanging hook, and Friedel did not miss it. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. Fastball, strike 1, right over the inside corner at 96. Brown sets back to the plate. Fastball outside corner. Strike 2. That's back-to-back paint right on the inside edge, right on the outside edge. 0-2 to De La Cruz. The pitch. Breaking ball down and in. 1-ball, 2-strike count. Brown looks into Gomes. Pitch to the plate. Fouled off to the left side. Out of play. Boy, Ellie had a hack at that one. 97 up around the letters. Count stays at 1-2. Brown back to the dish. On the ground, right to the shortstop. Swanson, quick throw to first in time. 2 down. Here's Jeimer Candelario.
I'm sure he's hoping for another one of those hanging hooks.
Yeah, it's nice to come to the plate 1 for 1 with a home run. Candelario readies. Brown will deliver, and he will miss up and away with a fastball. 95-mile-an-hour heater from the Cubs right-hander. 1 ball, no strike count. Reds have 2 hits today. They have both left the building. Swing and a miss. Good changeup over the outside corner, and that one had Candelario well out in front. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Brown to the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Ramon De Jesus, the home plate umpire, doesn't have to check, doesn't have to do anything. He just pumps that right fist into the air. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled to the left side, out of play. Fastball up and in that time to Candelario. Another 1-2. That is down and in. A 92-mile-an-hour changeup. That's a little strong. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Candelario readies. Brown delivers. Popped up high into the air, left field. Moving to his right is Happ. He will make the catch. And that'll do it for the Reds here in the third. But a 2-run home run, as called by my partner, Tommy Thrall, by T.J. Friedel, has given the Reds a 3-1 lead. 4th inning coming up.
Major League Baseball and the Brewers will continue our efforts in raising awareness and funds for research toward the fight against breast cancer.
singled and stolen 2 bases. That is blasted to left field, and there is home run number 29.
We said earlier, Ryan, that he's handled the low pitch extremely well for home runs. There it is, kind of.
For fireworks.com for details. Rozzi's Famous Fireworks reminds you to always celebrate safely.
The Reds own a 3-1 lead as the Cubs come to bat here in the 4th inning. Bottom third of the order against Andrew Abbott. It'll be Bodie, Bush, and Gomes. The line by Abbott, his first pitch, and Bodie swings and fouls it back for strike 1. Reds trying to claim another series victory. Abbott's 0-1 pitch. This ball's lifted in the air right field toward the line. Long run Fraley. He is still chasing it right as he gets to the line. He'll make the catch on that shallow fly down the line by Bodie. First out here in the 4th inning. Cheer on the Reds as each strikeout means a donation to the Free Store Food Bank thanks to Kroger's Zero Hunger, Zero Waste program. Join us in ending hunger at thekrogerco.com. Now Michael Bush will stand in. Pitch to Bush. And it's a breaking ball that misses down and away. 1-0. Bush out on a fly to left field his first time up. 0 for 1. Action beginning now in the Reds bullpen already behind Abbott, the 1-0. And Bush takes just a little bit low on the breaking ball down.
Well, it's obvious watching Andrew from what we've seen in all of his starts. This is not a day where he is having to battle every pitch.
Strike called right at the top of the zone, 2-1.
And you have a rested bullpen. So if you're David Bell and Derek Johnson, I mean, they see what I'm seeing. And you try to give him as much leeway as possible, but you don't want to just totally tax him out.
Yeah, especially now that you've got the lead. You've got a chance for a 7th straight win. It's a divisional rival, and this is a guy you're going to need down the stretch if there's a time to give him a little extra breather. A day when he's not as sharp would be that day.
I would believe that if anybody gets on, they will go to the pen.
3-1. Ground ball pulled foul. First base side. The count's full 3-2. We're in the 4th. Nobody on. 1 out. Reds are up 3-1.
And you say, well, he's only given up 1 run. The problem is when you're pitching and you're having to fight for every single pitch that you throw.
It's just a little bit high. Fastball missing upstairs. Ball 4.
It's like pitching 2 games at the same time. I mean, it's not just the mental taxation, it's the physical taxation of trying to pull the ball. The ball's not going anywhere near where you want it to go.
1 on with 1 out. Here's Yan Gomes. Abbott comes set of the belt. He deals the pitch to Gomes, and it's off the plate outside. Got to believe that Abbott's pretty much batter to batter at this point. And Gomes, the number 9 hitter in the Cubs order, could very well be.
I'd say it's his last one.
The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul tip in and out of the mid of Tyler Stevenson. It's the count evens at 1-1. The only way I would think that David Bell may let him face Patrick Wisdom is because he struck him out twice. But we'll see what David does when that time comes. Of course, Abbott could just throw a ground ball here and get out of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Gomes. He lines this one hard to left, but there is Will Benson dead in his tracks to make the catch. Boy, Gomes having a tough day, isn't he? And David Bell will go to the telephone to make sure the bullpen's ready to go before he makes his way to the mound. But right there, Gomes hit that ball on the screws right at Will Benson. You go back to Gomes' first at bat, where it looked like he had a sure hit up the middle, even though he didn't hit it hard. But Jonathan India was right in his tracks. So Patrick Wisdom is up, and David Bell will let Abbott face Wisdom, who is struck out twice. The pitch. And a strike call to the outside corner as Abbott starts from the breaking ball, and the count is 0-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. Abbott through the signs, readies. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's right in there. Curveball drops to the top of the zone for a called strike. 0-2 the count. Wisdom a strike away from striking out for the third time. Here's Abbott's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That time he got him with a breaking ball, and Wisdom swings right through it. He strikes out for the third time in as many at-bats. His head, but that was a good pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Abbott's 2-1. This is down low. Curveball stayed down and away. Now it's 3-1. It's one of those tough spots where I'm sure Abbott wants to go after Ian Happ here, but you've got to be careful with him because he could very easily tie it with one swing of the bat. But this also might be his last batter if he walks him. 3-1 pitch. Happ takes a look at a strike that splits the outside corner, and it's a full count, 3-2. Swanson at second with 2 outs. Stevenson relays the sign to Abbott. Here comes the payoff pitch to Ian Happ. Swinging his line, foul down the third base line. We'll try it again. Ball was hit hard, and it was a breaking ball in the zone over the inside corner, but he just turned on it and yanked it foul. Abbott will try the 3-2 pitch again as he shakes through the signs with Stevenson. Has the one he wants. Peeks at second. Again the payoff. And he walked him. Changeup inside, ball 4. And that will probably be the end of the day for Andrew Abbott with Emilio Pagan getting ready in the Reds bullpen.
Now he's going to get one more batter simply because the next batter is left-handed in Mike Tauchman, but it will be his last batter either way.
Tyler Stevenson out visiting with Andrew Abbott as we pause for ID on the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of 64. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 81. And on Monday, mostly sunny with a high of 73. It's 74 degrees at the home of the Reds. News Radio 700 WLW, Cincinnati.
Tauchman at the plate. Left-handed hitter. Left-handed pitcher. Tauchman awaits Abbott. Here it comes. First pitch. Buried it. Breaking ball in the dirt out in front of home plate. 1-0. The 3-0 pitch. And that's a strike. Might have been a little in. Abbott got the benefit of the doubt. It's 3-1. First and second, 2 outs. 3-1 Reds, 5th inning. Abbott's 3-1 pitch. Tauchman swings, sends a fly ball to center field. Well hit. Friedel going back. Friedel on the track. He'll run it down and make the catch just in front of the Reds bullpen gate in deep left center field. So the inning is over. Abbott gets through 5, and the Reds still lead it 3-1. Halftime at Great American Ballpark in the Tri-State.
Here's a ball driven in deep left field. Up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field. Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
With innovation.
Two guys giving you a break after a long day. Eddie and Rocky, Monday at 3 on 700 WLW.
Left-hander Jordan Wicks out of the Cubs bullpen, just reinstated last night from the injured list. 1-2 with a 4.7 ERA, and this is only his 6th appearance.
3-1, Reds are leading it, trying to play add-on as Jonathan India takes a first pitch breaking ball in there for a called strike from Wicks. And it's 0-1. Wicks sets and deals the 0-1 pitch. And India lifts this one in the air down the right field line, falling quickly, and it'll fall on the track foul just outside the right field line. 0-2 now on Jonathan India. Here's today's scoreboard stumper. It's presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka. For every Reds RBI at Great American Ballpark this season, Love Tito's will donate $50 to the Reds Community Fund, which is dedicated to improving the lives of youth through baseball. Since 1980, 4 players have started in the All-Star game in consecutive seasons while playing for the Reds. Who are these 4 players? India swings the 0-2, sends this one down the right field line again. This time it'll slice into the seats out of play. 4 players since the year 1980 have started in the All-Star game in consecutive seasons while with the Reds. Who are they?
1980, huh?
Yeah.
How about Barry Larkin?
Barry Larkin did it several years, yeah. 95, 96, and then 99 and 2000. The 0-2 pitch on the ground, left side, diving stop. Wisdom pops to his feet, sails the throw right into the Reds dugout. India will go to second on the errant throw. Wisdom did a great job to stop it and popped to his feet, and then he just airmailed that throw, not even on target to first base. That throw was to the inside of the first base coach's box into the dugout. Whoops. Not sure where he was throwing that.
Look out, Lodolo.
That'll be a single and an E5. It's got to be, right? This is bunted by Benson. Pitcher picks it up, fires to first in time to get Benson. So it is a sacrifice bunt. And he gets the job done, moving Indy up to third. Play goes 1-3. And now back to the top of the order in TJ Friedl. Cubs will play the infield in. Friedl homered in the third with a man aboard. Gave the Reds the lead. Trying to play add-on now as Friedl takes off the plate outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Wicks gets the sign. Here's the 1-0. And Friedl watches one right down the middle. Slider. That evens the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. India down the line from third. Wicks from the belt, the 1-1. On the ground, backhand diving stop at first. And now scrambling to first is Bush to dive for the base and tag it with the glove. Wicks never even left the mound. So that was all up to Michael Bush to make that play, and he was diving away from the base. He dove to his right. It scores the run. India's home from third. He didn't have a play once he dove for it at the plate. But he is able to get the out on TJ Friedl, but an RBI ground out, 3 unassisted. The Reds now lead at 4-1, and here's Ellie De La Cruz. And De La Cruz takes a look at a strike. 0-1. De La Cruz popped out to the third baseman in the first, grounded to short in the third. 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch. De La Cruz watches the changeup miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So you got Barry, by the way. You've got 3 more to get on this stumper. The 1-1. De La Cruz takes low.
What about Ken Griffey Jr.?
It's a great guess. Shockingly, he's not one of them. 2-1 pitch to De La Cruz. Way off the plate inside.
Back-to-back years, right?
Yep.
Joey Votto.
Joey Votto, correct. Started in the All-Star game in 2012 and 13. Yeah, this isn't just made the All-Star team. This is started the All-Star game. 3-1 pitch. Ellie rips a line drive into center. That's down for a base hit in front of Bellinger. 2-out single for De La Cruz, and now Jeimer Candelario will come to the plate. Just as Ellie was hitting right-handed against this left-hander, now Candelario will come up right-handed.
What about Eric Davis?
No.
No. Since 1980, huh?
Mm-hmm. Pitch to Candelario, instead a check to first on Ellie, and he's back in safely with a head-first dive. Wicks hands together at the belt. De La Cruz, modest lead at first. There he goes. And the pitch is fouled back. 0-1 on Candelario. Both of these guys are infielders. And they achieved this a decade apart. Actually, I'll say this. Both of them on the left side of the infield. 0-1 on Candelario. De La Cruz was running on the last pitch. Not going on this one, and Candelario fouls it back, and it's 0-2.
Pete Rose.
No. Uh-oh, he's stumped.
I am stumped.
The 0-2 pitch. And a weak tap foul, third base side.
What about Concepcion?
Davey Concepcion. Very good. David Concepcion started at short, 81 and 82. You have one left. And I think he was a teammate of yours. Maybe not. I don't know. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Third baseman. If he was not a teammate, you would have just missed him. They did not do this while you would have been teammates, for the record. The 0-2 pitch, instead another pick to first, and again De La Cruz steps back to the bag. 0-2 on Candelario as the sun tries to pop out. And the left fielders in this game bemoan that fact that the sun is coming out. So it will be in their eyes in short order. The 0-2, there goes De La Cruz. The pitch is down and no throw to second. That'll be a stolen base for Ellie. And that's his 34th stolen base of the year. That's not insignificant. Candelario can get a 2-out knock. He gets an RBI. The pitch is off the plate outside, and now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. The 2-2 pitch. This ball's lifted in the air. Short left center field, falling quickly. Bellinger in, and he makes the sliding basket catch.
What a play.
Great catch, Cody Bellinger, in short left center field. That ball looked like it might get down, looked like it probably would get down, and then Bellinger says, So the inning is over, and the Reds
Anticipation to see what...
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run, a 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Rex Snyder back. He's gonna wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Fernando Tatis Jr. in this photo of Padres fans?
Fernando Tatis.
He was spectacular in right field.
The year goes Tatis, and he robs him of a home run.
This guy's putting on a display, man.
And Tatis Jr. to the top tag. Will it ever come down?
At his best, he makes the game so much fun to watch.
And there he is.
AC. Tempstar. Quality you could feel.
Whether you're buying, selling, or trading in at Beachmont Toyota, we've got you covered. From new to pre-owned vehicles, we have a wide selection to choose from and great deals happening now. Shop online or visit us at Beachmont Toyota today.
Emilio Pagan out of the Reds bullpen.
First pitch to David Bode's outside, 1-0.
This call to the bullpen is presented by Smoke Justice. Smooth bourbon, smoked meat, Smoke Justice. Pagan making his first appearance in a while.
The 1-0. Popped up. Back behind home. Stevenson off with the mask. We'll watch it end up in the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tell you, that is as gutty of a performance as we've seen in a while from a Reds pitcher by Andrew Abbott today, because it was obvious from the get-go that he didn't have his stuff, and he just kept battling and kept battling.
Grounded up the middle, diving for it, India, but it's by him and on into center field, just to the shortstop side of second. India was playing up the middle, and David Bode is on to the leadoff single here in the 6th. Reds leading it 4-1. Well, I tell you what, Cowboy, you hit the nail on the head right there, because this is, and I get it, this is a Cubs team right now. You look back to the middle of May, they're one of the worst hitting teams in baseball from an average standpoint. But this is a divisional game. This is a struggling Cubs team that is hungry for a win, and there's still guys in this lineup that can do some damage. Swinging a miss at a high fastball, and Bush is down to the count 0-1. And it was far from easy for Andrew Abbott today. But not once did he give in. And he leaves the game in line for a win, giving his team a chance for a 7th consecutive win. The 0-1 pitch to Bush. Fouled off to the left side.
When you're in the stretch every single inning and you only allow 1 run and you put 4 scoreless in a row on the books, it's almost 100 pitches in 5 innings. That should tell you that's a struggle, but a successful struggle.
Yeah, there's some guys that throw a lot of pitches, and that would be kind of a normal day at the office. Andrew Abbott is not one of those guys. Check swing, didn't want to do it, but he went around and down on strikes Michael Bush. There's 1 gone here in the 6th inning. One on with 1 out, and Yan Gomes will come to the plate. Reds bullpen has been awfully good here recently. See if they can keep that trend going. The pitch to Jan Gomes is in there for a called strike. Gomes has made a couple of bids for base hits today, and both of them were squelched. One of them, a soft line drive up the middle, but Jonathan India was shaded up the middle, just as he is now. And he made the catch on that ball back in the second inning. Then his last time up, Gomes lined one to left, and he lines this one to left, but he pulls it foul down the line. In fact, Gomes hit it really hard his last time up, but right at Will Benson. Gomes is not hitting this year. He is hitting now just 145 with his 0 for 2 today. He is now 0 for his last 24. But this is a guy that won a Silver Slugger with the Guardians. Well, they were the Indians then. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Gomes in the dirt outside. It's been a few years. He did that back in 2014. But if you won a Silver Slugger at some point in your career, you have an idea of how to hit. Ball and 2 strikes on Gomes. Runner at first, 1 out. Pagan brings it home. This ball is lined toward the left center gap. Benson's on the run. He won't get it. That is down and all the way to the wall. Around third, heading home is Bodie. The relay from De La Cruz is not in time, and into second is Jan Gomes with an RBI double. It is now a 4-2 Reds lead. And because of how well placed that ball was in the left center field gap, David Bodie never had to break stride. So he scores easily from first. Now back to the top of the order, and Patrick Wisdom. Right-hander sets. Pagan a look back to second. Now he's home with the first pitch to Wisdom, who's happy to see Andrew Abbott out of the game, and he skies the first pitch foul. Down the third base line, it'll stay in play. De La Cruz will call off Candelario and make the catch. Foul ground up the line from third for out number 2. Well, it wasn't a strikeout. I don't think that's how Wisdom's looking at it, but 2 away for Christopher Morel.
Well, he won't use that bat again. Not that he broke it on the swing. He broke it on the swing down into the dirt after he popped the ball up.
The ground's not real forgiving.
Nope.
Christopher Morel waiting on the first pitch, and he watches a fastball miss upstairs. Well, if the bat doesn't have any hits in it, you may as well get rid of it anyway. The 1-0 pitch to Morel. On the ground, headed for short. Up with it, De La Cruz, and he'll throw in time to first. Nicely played there by Ellie. Came in to get it, got the big hop, made a strong throw. The inning's over. The Cubs get a run in the 6th. It's now 4-2.
You're especially savvy with your endorsements, Taurus, but it never hurts to get more information about what to do with your earnings. Asking your fellow teammates about their financial strategies could help you improve your own. Their valuable intel could provide you with plenty of extra padding in your bank account.
Field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. and it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit would be one to remember.
App. Every seat holds a story. Find yours and save at Tickets for Less.
The Great American Air for ACR Gunite Pools and Spas now offering custom-built Gunite Swimming Pools and Spas, the official concrete and Gunite Swimming Pool company of your Cincinnati Reds. Call ACR Gunite Pools and Spas now. Swim this year. ACRGunitePools.com.
700 WLW.
The Reds come to bat here in the 6th inning with a 4-2 lead. Jordan Wicks is back out there for the Cubs. Here's the pitch to Spencer Steer. That's in there for a called strike. Steer 0 for 2. He has flied to center and struck out. Wicks from the belt turns it loose. Steer leans back out of the way of a fastball up and in. Scores around the league are brought to you by FanDuel. Swing for the fences and join FanDuel today, official partner of the Reds. Rockies lead the Cardinals 3-0. That game's in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch. Steer takes a high strike. Reds paying attention to. It's probably a little too early to scoreboard watch, but never too early for us, I guess. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Spencer Steer. This is ripped on a line over third. That's going to land right on top of the line and left and go up against the sidewall. Steer hustling to second and diving in head first with a leadoff double. That was right on the line, and it was slicing. And in fact, that ball hit the outside of the line. It split the line. Like you see a pitch on the edge of the strike zone, half on, half off. That's what that one did with the foul line. Jake Fraley slapped a single to left, and now he shows bunt, pulls the bat back. They throw in behind Steer at second, who gets back standing, and that throw almost got by the shortstop, Swanson, as it skipped to the right of second base. 1 ball, no strikes.
Dansby Swanson showed a bit of range there.
Oh.
Nice little glove work.
You're not kidding. The pitch up and away. The Reds are in a virtual 3-way tie for second place. The Cubs part of that. The Cardinals also part of it. The Cardinals have played 2 fewer games than both the Reds and Cubs. 2-0 pitch to Fraley. This is top to the right side. First baseman will field it and dives to the bag. Fraley goes in awkwardly. He's out. On to third is Steer. Fraley kind of went in with a feet first slide-ish. It looked awkward, and it looked like an injury waiting to happen. The first baseman was also diving to the bag. The Reds will not challenge. Now there's one out with Steer up to third.
Jake Fraley's fortunate that he didn't hit that ball with a stiff front leg. Otherwise, that would have been an injury.
Infield in. Stevenson at the plate. The pitch ripped on a line right to short, and the Reds will run into a double play. Swanson makes the catch. The throw goes to third, and Steer is doubled off. So the Reds can't cash in on the leadoff double in the 6th.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
Can you find Pete Alonso in this sea of Mets fans?
And Alonso drives one deep left field, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with his second home run of the day. Pete Alonso keeps on raking.
Just very strong. And there
anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game.
Freedom.
Bill Cunningham, Monday at 12 noon on 700 WLW.
Reds will make another call to the bullpen, always presented by Smoke Justice. Smooth bourbon, smoked meats, Smoke Justice. And this call will be to Sam Maul, left-hander out of the Reds bullpen. Maul coming on for the 15th time. No wins, a loss, 2.38 ERA. And the first batter that Sam will get will be Cody Bellinger. Bellinger, Swanson, and Ian Happ here in the 7th. Reds leading 4-2. First pitch, hook. Snaps right over the top of the strike zone for strike one. No ball, one strike count here to Bellinger. Bellinger 2 for 3 so far today. And he'll take a fastball off the outside corner, and that'll even things at a ball and a strike. Bellinger singled and scored in the first, stole a base as well, singled and was stranded in the third. Maul with a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball foul down the first baseline. Good sinking fastball down and in, and the only thing that Bellinger could do was just kind of smother it down the first baseline foul. A ball and 2 strikes for the left-hander Sam Maul. And he'll go back to work. Well, Bellinger had stepped out of the box. Now he's back ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Boy, that side-winding left-handed delivery of Sam Maul, it gives some left-handers absolute fits. And that was a rough swing from Bellinger. Breaking ball away. He was falling backwards and trying to lunge for the baseball. One down, and here's Dansby Swanson. Reds have not been able to figure him out today. He has doubled, walked, and doubled again. Ground ball, shortstop. De La Cruz has it. And just like that, 2 down.
Well, that's how you get him out.
Gotta love that. So here's Ian Happ. Happ 0 for 1 today. He has walked a couple of times. And 2 for 18 so far against the Reds here in 2024. And Maul trying to add to that misery. Fastball misses in off the plate. A 1-ball, no strike count. Well, there have been so many times that we talk about Ian Happ. And he has just destroyed Reds pitching. 1-0 from Maul. That's going to miss way in off the plate with a breaking ball. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Actually, that may have been a changeup. Either way, it's 2-0. Happ readies from the right side. The pitch. That misses inside, and it's a 3-0 count.
I can't help but chuckle because Will Benson is the 3rd different Reds left fielder in the last 3 days, and all of them have battled the sun, and Will Benson.
He's in the midst of it right now.
Yes, he's holding his glove up. He's doing everything he can to try to get a good view of what's happening at the plate so he can get a read on a fly ball.
3-0 pitch coming. And there's a fastball right over the outside part of the plate. And it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count here to Ian Happ. Reds leading 4-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. 2 down. Maul with a 3-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Candelario with a candy hop. The throw is in time. 3 up and 3 down for the Reds and Sam Maul here in the 7th. They'll take a 4-2 lead to the bottom.
It's time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're on. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd loves it. Down the home stretch. It's too close to call. Here's the play at the plate. It's Dinger. Congratulations. You won the Great Mascot Race.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
To recycle more and trash less. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Wake up with the info you need from the man you love. Mike McConnell, Monday morning at 5 on 700 WLW.
Stuart Fairchild, it appears he will come off the Reds bench and pinch hit for Jacob Hurtubise as we begin the bottom of the 7th inning. Fairchild to face the left-hander Jordan Wicks, who took over in the 5th inning for starter Ben Brown. Wicks to the plate. Breaking ball misses inside, a 1-ball, no strike count. Brown gave up the first 3 runs in the first 4 innings. And then Wicks gave up a run in the 5th. Ripped foul down the left field line, and the seat's out of play. 1-ball, 1 strike count. Cubs 2 runs, 7 hits, and an error. Reds 4 runs, 6 hits. And they've played clean baseball so far here today. Changeup well off the outside corner. 2-ball, 1 strike count here to Fairchild. Fairchild, India, and Will Benson. Those are the batters due up for the Reds. You have to wonder, might we see Blake Dunn hit for Benson? Another breaking ball. That misses off the outside edge, and it's a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Fairchild trying to get aboard in leadoff fashion, and he pops this one high into the air. Carrying back to the track is Happ. Looking up, he'll make the catch. Right in the heart of the track, 1 down.
The wind was blowing pretty well out that way earlier in the game. And I think if that wind hadn't died down, it might have had a chance to creep over the wall. But wind not blowing nearly as hard now as it was earlier.
Well, it definitely is Blake Dunn that has moved out onto the on-deck circle to hit for Benson. India, swing and a miss. Changeup right in the heart of the plate, and India was well out in front. Wicks back to the plate, breaking ball down low. That'll even things at a ball and a strike here to Jonathan India. India has walked and scored. He has an infield single and scored. So he has scored half of the Reds' runs today, 2 of the 4. The pitch, swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch, and Jonathan well out in front of the Jordan Wicks changeup. 1-ball, 2 strike count. Gomes sets away the pitch on the ground to third. Picked by Wisdom. The throw is in time. 2 down. So here's Blake Dunn. And in this spot last night, Dunn hit a 2-out double and ultimately came around to score. I'm sure the Reds are hoping for the same thing here. Hoping lightning strikes twice. Dunn, right-handed batter, Wicks to the plate. Inside with a fastball, 95, right up under the hands of the Reds youngster, and it's a 1-ball, no-strike count. Dunn ready's at the plate. The pitch and a changeup right on the outside corner, and that'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Dunn has good power the other way. His first major league hit, which was that double last night, was in left center field. And he'll take a backdoor breaking ball there that just clips the outside corner. And the count is 1-2. The set from Wicks. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. And that'll do it for the Reds here in the 7th. 3 up and 3 down they go, but lead 4-2 over the Cubs as we head to the 8th. Back.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run, a 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
There it is, 2000, a milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutchen. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Drive together to Columbia Chevrolet in Montgomery. ColumbiaChev.com.
Reds will make another call to the bullpen. And per usual, this call to the bullpen is presented by Smoke Justice. Smooth bourbon, smoked meat, Smoke Justice. The call is to Fernando Cruz. Cruz pitched Tuesday. He pitched Wednesday. He pitched Thursday. Fortunately for the Reds, they gave him an off day yesterday. And he is back out there again today. And he will get Mike Tauchman to begin things here in the 8th.
First pitch to Tauchman is cut on and lifted high into the air, center field. Under it is T.J. Friedl. He's there. He's got it. And 1 pitch, 1 out.
That's a beautiful thing.
That helps your availability right there.
Yes, it does.
That's
the thing about pitching out of the bullpen, Tommy. When you get short, quick outs, first pitch outs, 2 or 3 pitch outs, you can come back and pitch every day as long as you're not pitching 2 or 3 innings. If you're pitching 1 inning, you can pitch a lot of days in a row when you're pitching and you're throwing less than 15 pitches.
Cruz delivers, and the pitch is right in there for a called strike. 0-1 on David Bodie.
But if you want to get through an inning and throw 10 to 12 pitches, you got to throw strike 1, and you got to get after it.
0-1 the count on Bodie. Cruz to the plate. This ball's lined over. De La Cruz at short and into left field for a base hit. David Bodie has his 3rd hit of this ball game. Came in without a hit in his first 8 at bats here at the big league level with the Cubs this year. And it's a 1-out single for him here in the 8th, and now Michael Busch. As a reliever, there are a couple of things that are valuable, aren't there? It's not just your numbers, but also your availability, I would think.
That is correct.
Here's the pitch to Michael Busch, and that's a strike called. When it comes to getting paid, are both of those considered?
Yes, they are. But even if you're available every day, if you don't have good results, nobody cares.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Michael Busch. Fernando Cruz, after a long hold, misses with the split finger off the plate inside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Busch. Runner at first base with 1 out.
I mean, who wants a guy that says, well, I can pitch every day? Yeah, but you're giving up a home run every day, bro.
That doesn't do a lot of good. The 1-1 ripped down the right field line, foul. I feel like you see some relievers that don't necessarily care how many pitches it takes to get the job done as long as they are effective. But that can work against you, too.
It does.
1-2 on Busch. Cruz from the belt. He throws. And the pitch is off the plate outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can't survive out of the bullpen throwing 20, 25 pitches in 1 inning. You just, because nobody's going to want to fool with you because they can only use you once every 4 days.
That's a starter.
Yeah. And they pitch more. Well, some of them pitch more than 1 inning.
Here comes the 2-2. And it's low and inside. White Sox trying to win their 2nd consecutive ball game over in the American League, hosting the Red Sox. 5-1, Chicago leading it in the bottom of the 6th inning after they snapped their losing streak. Rather lengthy. 3-2 pitch, ripped on a line, fair. Oversteer at first, down into the right field corner. Fraley over to dig it out. Around to third base is Bodie. The throw back in is way offline, but Bodie is held at third. Fortunately for the Reds, as Busch ends up at second base with his first hit of the ball game, a double into the corner. And now the Reds could use a Fernando Cruz strikeout in a big way because the Cubs have runners at second and third with only 1 out. Yan Gomes coming to the plate. Cubs rallying here, and now Derek Johnson, the Reds pitching coach, will pay Cruz a visit. Get mealtime inspiration at laurasleanbeef.com. All natural with no added hormones or antibiotics. Laura's Lean is the official beef of your Cincinnati Reds.
Justin Wilson is getting loose in a hurry down there in the Reds bullpen. And the issue here is because Cruz pitched Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, Thursday he only pitched a third of an inning, but he still pitched in that ballgame. That's 3 days in a row with only 1 day rest. There's only so far that you can feel comfortable using him here in this ball game.
See how the Reds play this. Right now their infield is in.
Well, they're bringing Pete Crow Armstrong off the bench to hit for Yan Gomes.
Second and third. They had De La Cruz in. Now he'll back up. The Reds are back on the right side. Tied at third is Candelario, and the first pitch is a split finger, and Pete Crow Armstrong swings right through it for strike 1.
Well, what the Reds are doing here is they are playing for an out. They will give up a run for an out.
The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. India has it. The run will score. The play goes to first. And that's the second out. Down to third, Busch, while Bodie scores. And it's a 1-run Reds lead, 4-3. Back to the top of the order now, Patrick Wisdom. Cruz from the belt to the plate to Wisdom. And he takes a fastball down low, ball 1. 4-3 Reds, 8th inning. Reds' first 3 runs were on home runs. A solo shot from Candelario, a 2-run shot from Friedel. The 1-0 pitch. And Wisdom fouls it off to the right side, out of play. The Reds manufactured their 4th run in the 5th inning. Cubs have plated single runs in the 1st, 6th, and now in the 8th. One ball, one strike. Cruz to Wisdom. Lifted high in the air, left field. Moving toward the line, Blake Dunn. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. The Cubs strand the tying run at 3rd, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Reds 4, Cubs 3 on the Tri-State Men's.
This year, ACRGunitePools.com.
You're locked on to News Radio 700 WLW.
It is still Jordan Wicks who came on for Ben Brown back in the 5th inning. First pitch on the way to TJ Friedel. Off the plate outside for ball 1. Mark Leiter Jr. is throwing now in the Cubs bullpen behind Brown. Or behind Wicks, rather. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for a called strike right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lucas Sims is throwing in the Reds bullpen. Sims will get the 9th. Of course, the Reds are hoping to add on here in the bottom of the 8th inning, up by a run. The pitch to Friedel's low. 2 balls and a strike. Friedel homered in the 3rd. It was a 2-run shot. He's now hit safely in 7 straight games. Friedel's been on base in all 10 games since returning from the injured list. 2-1. He takes way off the plate outside. He's a pretty good spark plug in this Reds lineup. The 3-1 pitch. And Friedel takes outside, ball 4. And the Reds have their leadoff man on to begin the 8th inning.
And what do we usually talk about at this point in the ball game when the Reds have a run or 2 lead late?
Be nice for some Great American Insurance.
That's exactly right.
See if they can get it here. Ellie De La Cruz is up there.
An insurance run or 2 or 5.
Always love insurance. First pitch to De La Cruz is a strike called on the inside corner at the knees. The count is 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. De La Cruz takes a changeup in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Friedel's at first. Nobody out. Reds got a leadoff double in the 6th inning from Spencer Steer, and he thought, oh, they're definitely scoring Steer. He did not score. He was doubled off on a line drive to short to end the inning. The pitch is off the inside corner to De La Cruz. Fastball missing at the bottom of the zone. Just in off the plate. 2-1 now on Ellie. Good speed at first, and Friedel. Wicks from the belt delivers. And De La Cruz takes outside. A fastball, 3-1. Wicks fighting his control right now. This is his 4th inning out of the Cubs bullpen. The 3-1. And De La Cruz swinging on a center cut fastball, and he spoils it foul off to the right. Oh, he'd love that one again.
Well, he may very well get it, simply because Wicks is in a position where he can't afford to walk another batter.
Left-handed pitcher, De La Cruz up there right-handed. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first, nobody out. Wicks picks to first, and Friedel steps back. De La Cruz drops the bat head on the plate, waves the bat back and forth. Waiting on Wicks. Big crowd at Great American Ballpark, 40,274, waiting to erupt. Another pick to first, and again, Friedel back. And more boos cascading down on the left-hander Wicks. The pitch, there goes Friedel, 3-2, swing and a miss. Throw to second, and not in time. Stolen base for T.J. Friedel, but Ellie swung at ball 4. It was a changeup way off the plate, and De La Cruz was flailing at it. But the stolen base is the 5th of the year for T.J. Friedel, and Craig Counsell is out of the Cubs dugout to make a pitching change. So that'll be it for Jordan Wicks. Mark Leiter Jr. was getting ready in the Cubs bullpen. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. It is the Reds 4, Cubs 3, bottom of the 8th inning. Runner at second with 1 out on the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
To right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
Thoughtful, compassionate, then brutally honest. Scott Slow, Monday morning at 9 on 700 WLW.
Right-hander Mark Leiter Jr. coming out of the Cubs bullpen. He's coming on for the 27th time. 2 wins, 3 losses, a 3.47 ERA in his 23 1/3 innings pitched.
Chamber Candelario will turn around and bat left-handed. Well, a little rally coke.
We need a knock.
Big time. Leiter from the belt, fires. And Candelario takes a strike on the inside corner as Leiter snaps off a breaking ball for strike 1. Friedel's down at second, 1 out. Reds are up by a run. Swanson working in behind Friedel. The pitch And Candelario lifts a fly ball to left field, right at Ian Happ. He's in his tracks to make the catch. Friedel has to stay at second, and that's the second out in the 8th. Make sure you stick around after the game for the postgame show. Yitt'll name the Toyota Tundra star of the game during the Reds postgame show. He'll check scores around baseball, highlights from this one, and so much more all coming up on the Reds postgame show, and we're done here. Reds making a bid for their 7th straight win. The Reds came in having won 11 of their last 14. Spencer Steers up there, the pitch. He swings the first offering and pops it up. Foul over by the Reds dugout. Will it stay in play? No, it will not. That is out of play. And it ends up in the Reds dugout, too deep for Yan Gomes to have a chance. Oh, and 1 the count on Spencer Steer. Reds came into this game with the Cubs, part of a 4-way tie for the last wild card spot in the National League. There are only 4 teams right now in the NL with winning records. The 0-1 pitch to Steer. Swing and a miss. A split finger down, and Steer's down to the count 0-2. Reds and Cubs both with identical 31 and 33 records. But they have approached this point going in opposite directions. The 0-2 pitch. And Steer lifts this one in the air to left. Fairly well hit, but playable for Happ. Toward the corner he goes, and he'll make the catch. And the inning is over. Got it a little bit off the end, and the Reds come up empty in the 8th. On to the 9th. Reds trying to hold on. Reds 4, Cubs 3 on the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
2 guys drove to work.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
And here's another one I believe went off the scoreboard. If you miss in the middle of the plate with Max Muncy, he's good. Look at that level swing right there. And he's a hitter. But what I love, watch him drop. What he does is he moves his hands and he loads into the back leg. Here you see the knob facing the catcher, which I really love because that's the power position.
You like to listen to Scott Sloan.
I listen when I need a good laugh.
I like to listen when I'm wearing my happy pants.
Me and my girlfriends like to listen and drink mimosas.
I do that too.
Scott Sloan, Monday morning at 9 on 700 WLW. And check out his podcast on the free iHeartRadio app.
New pitcher to tell you about, but before we do, let's pause for ID on the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
A crash in Butler County this morning turns fatal. Details after the game on the home of the Reds. News Radio 700 WLW, Cincinnati.
Ninth inning. Reds call to the bullpen is presented by Smoke Justice. Smooth bourbon, smoked meats, Smoke Justice, and that call goes to Lucas Sims.
He gets Christopher Morel. His first pitch is up too high for ball 1. Reds are up by a run, 4-3, ninth inning. Sims delivers, and the 1-0 is cut on and missed. And I'm sure folks are wondering, it's a save situation. Where is Alexis Diaz? Here's the 1-1. And that pitch is a slider low. 2 balls and a strike. Well, Diaz has pitched the last 2 days, so probably not available today. Clearly not. The 2-1. And the pitch misses outside a slider, and it's 3-1. Sims is looking for his second save of the year. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 outside. A fastball missed away. And the Cubs have their leadoff man on in the 9th inning on a walk. And now the left-handed hitting Cody Bellinger. Bellinger 2 for 4. He scored the Cubs' first run back in the first inning. 4-3, Reds leading it. Tying run at first, nobody out. Sims from the belt, the pitch. Bellinger takes it off the plate, ball 1. Sims sets the pitch. Bellinger hits it on the ground right at India to second one. De La Cruz to first, close, safe. Bellinger beat it. De La Cruz with a unique turn down at second base because he actually spun and turned his back to first base before unleashing that throw.
Well, the throw was off to the center field side of second base. That's why De La Cruz had to do the spin. It was not on target on the throw from India. And you don't get the double play.
1 out, and now Dansby Swanson. Bellinger at first. Bellinger does have a stolen base today. Sims readies. And from the belt, he throws to first. Back safely. Cody Bellinger. Sims sets. Here's the pitch to Swanson. And it's off the outside corner. A fastball away, and it's 1-0. Swanson's 2 for 3 with a walk. Both of his hits have been doubles. The pitch. And he fouls it back.
I think this is a matchup of two guys that go all the way back to their Atlanta Brave days.
Swanson winding the bat out over the plate. The 1-1. And it's fouled away again to the right side, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. And now Swanson calls time and backs out of the box. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. And it's a line drive through the right side of the infield, a base hit. Bellinger's around to third. And the Cubs have him at the corners with 1 out. They couldn't have executed that any better. Third hit of the game for Dansby Swanson. And David Bell will make his way to the mound. And it looks like he is going to go back to the bullpen. So with the Cubs rallying here in the 9th, tying run 90 feet away, only 1 out. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back.
There it is. 2000. A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutchen. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together.
Two guys giving you a break after a long day. Eddie and Rocky, Monday at 3 on 700 WLW.
Spot here in the ninth inning. The veteran left-hander coming on for the 20th time. He's got runners at first and third, and that's not the half of it. He's only got one out, and that's not the half of it. What the half of it is that he's got Ian Happ at the plate. Oh, Lordy mercy.
This guy's always up at the worst time, isn't he? He's walked twice today, 0 for 2 officially. Last save for this left-hander came in 2019. Wilson's pitch, and it's fouled back. Strike one on Ian Happ.
The last out of the 8th inning last night was the matchup that we see right now. Justin Wilson against, yes, Ian Happ.
Wilson comes set. The 0-1 to Happ. Picked to first instead. And back safely is Swanson. A double play would be rather large. That would lock up the Reds' 7th straight victory. A base hit. Ties it up. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul tip and a fastball at 97.
Might have to go up there with that one again.
A little higher?
A little higher. Problem with that is when you really try to get on it 0-2, you have a tendency to pull it down in the zone, and that's right into Happ's wheelhouse.
Wilson to Happ with the 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops it up. Foul ground, right side. Stevenson, he will make the sliding catch.
How about that?
Over in front of the Reds dugout, Tyler Stevenson popping out from behind the plate, racing over, and he makes the sliding catch on the low pop-up.
Tommy, I don't know about you, but I have tried to run with that catcher's shin guards on before, and that is a tough task. I don't know how Stevenson got to that ball. That's a great play.
I don't either. That was spectacular.
May very well be a game-saving play.
Anytime you can get that guy out, you're happy about it. Now Mike Tauchman, left-hander against left-hander. Tying run at third, 2 outs, 9th inning. Go-ahead run at first. 4-3 Reds. Wilson to Tauchman, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. And he just blew a fastball by him there.
Wilson is dialing it up, 97, 98.
That adrenaline can do some special things,
yeah.
can't it?
That adrenaline is a beautiful thing.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Wilson to Tauchman. On the outside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-2. Boy, that was a beautiful pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Wilson trying to strand the tying run at third and end this ball game. No balls, 2 strikes. Wilson sets. And the 0-2 pitch to Tauchman. Time called. And that will be a pitch clock violation on the pitcher, Wilson.
Well, at least now we know that Dansby Swanson is running.
He was off. So now it's 1-2. 40,274, and they are on their feet. Reds and Cubs fans alike. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a foul back. We'll try it again. He tried to get him to chase the fastball away. That was his firmest fastball I think we've seen him throw all year.
And a good 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, and Tauchman went after it.
Spoiled it foul, and now the count holding 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll try it again. Wilson to the plate. Runner goes. Swinging a weak ground ball to first. Steer to a knee, has it, steps on the bag, and that's it. Reds win it 4-3, make it 7 in a row for the Reds.
Wow. I tell you what, that was a major gut check for Justin Wilson. That was no easy situation, and he came on throwing his best stuff of the year.
He inherits runners at first and third, and he strands him right there and locks up a Reds 4-3 victory over the Cubs. And the Reds have won their third series in their last 4. Actually, I think it's 4 in their last 5. And the Reds now with 12 wins in their last 15 games, and they've got a chance for another series sweep. This one would be of the 4-game variety in the wrap-up tomorrow. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this on the Tri-State Men's Health Reds Radio Network.
Marty Brenneman here for